What are your overall thoughts about Ohtani potentially being traded to the Yankees after Buster Olney reported on ESPN this morning that the Yankees would be one of the front runners to potentially land him if he were to be traded?
The name itself carries weight. The numbers don't lie. Consistent pitcher, great hitter, lefty in Yankee Stadium. We all know statistically, once again, favors lefties, that short porch on right field. And then just overall, you're going to get a good baseball player. My problem with it is our farm system has been great over the last few years. Volpe's finally performing. We've had a couple of people come up through our pitching staff. We've had some in our, like Jason Dominguez, it's moving up to AA and AAA. We've had a lot of players, Florial, and just so many more that truthfully and honestly, I look forward to getting some playing time over the next few years. We used to be a team that would sell the farm system. Everybody hated the evil Empire Yankees of the mid to late 2000s. We were getting players like Burnett and CC, and we went out there and we signed A-Rod, and we went out there and we signed Teixeira, and we didn't care about the farm system. We were trading prospects left and right. Now we've kind of gone away from that, and we've got some homegrown talent. Yes, we traded for Stanton. Yes, we traded for Rizzo. Yes, we traded for Bader, but we're not out there signing people to super big mega deals. Aaron Judge is a homegrown talent. That's different. We paid somebody that came up through our system that was drafted by us. So people need to pump the brakes on the Yankees still doing that because we haven't done that in a while. But this would be a blockbuster splash because if we trade for him this year, we're going to have to pay him next year or whatever the case may be with his contract. He's due up for a big payday, if I'm not mistaken, this coming offseason in November, December. The Yankees didn't want to pay Bryce Harper. The Yankees didn't want to pay Nolan Arenado. Nolan goes to St. Louis, and obviously Harper goes to the Phillies. Both of them have had pretty solid damn careers since that lack of a move that the Yankees did not make. Multiple gold gloves, great performances, all-star appearances. Both players have been really, really good. And you're telling me right now, you're going to go and trade for a player that's probably going to get upwards of $400 to $500 million in money, in guaranteed money, that's going to want upwards of 8 to 10 years of commitment that you weren't willing to give players that could have helped us win back then. I'm not saying that Ohtani can't help us right now. Not at all. But when you talk about the money that we are going to be shelling out to two players over the next 8 to 10 years between just Judge and Ohtani, we're talking almost $1 billion. If Ohtani gets the max of what he's looking for, which reports have been circulating upwards of $500 million, and Judge's $300 some odd million contract, that could potentially be $700-800 million between two players. Yes, we're the Yankees. Yes, we'll pay the luxury tax. Yes, we're one of the richest, most wealthiest franchises in all of sports. I understand that. If we got to shell the money to win, fuck it, do it. But when it comes to what we're going to have to give up, farm system, players right now, money at the end of the season, I don't know if that's going to help us. Stanton's 34. Judge is 30, 31 years old. I get it. We're in win now mode. Cole is in his 30s. We have to go out and capitalize while we can. But if it means we have to give up everything we've been building, personally, I don't know if that's going to benefit us in the long run. Yes, Ohtani would be a Yankee for the foreseeable future, as well as Judge. But when those other contracts expire and we have to re-sign players to compete, that championship window closes immediately. In my opinion, the Yankees have a 4-year window before all these players get upwards in their high 30s. If Stanton's not gone by the end of next season, truthfully and honestly, that was a lost cause because he's been injured more than he's been relevant on the field. Aaron Judge just signed his extension. Unfortunately, he got hurt again. It's sad to say, but we knew it was going to happen at least once or twice. If we don't win while Judge is in his prime, that was a waste. We gave Cole all that money, who has been great this year, probably our best player this year, but in the postseason, he struggles. If we don't win while he's in his prime, it's a waste. We just gave Rondon a 5-6 year contract. If we don't win while he's a Yankee, it's a waste of time. Ohtani would surpass all of them in an expected contract, and if we go and pay him all that and don't win, it's a massive waste. If we have an opportunity, The offer's not that bad. You know the Angels are going to ask for an arm and a leg, rightfully so. You're going to give up your second best player, if not your best player, because Mike Trout's been hurt a lot as well. The Angels are going to ask for multiple young prospects, probably some current players, as well as capital in the draft, maybe even more than that. But the Yankees are going to have to shell out the money. Ohtani would help this roster tremendously, solidify a rotational spot, and give us a deadly hitter that we desperately need right now with this struggling offense. Yes, I know all the positives. I'm thinking future because a lot of Yankee fans like to think narrow-sighted right here, right in the front, right in the first season, 2-season window, and then 3-4 years down the road, oh, this contract was a waste of time. Oh, God damn it. Like, we didn't even win, and all these players are leaving, and now they're old. It's the same thing every year. Hal has already showed he doesn't know what he's doing. Don't get me started on Cashman, and heaven forbid I even talk about Aaron Boone. The Yankees front office has been very inept the last few seasons. If we were to go out and be massive hypocrites and go get Ohtani, I'm going to look at them differently for the rest of my life because we could have had some generational talents, solidified third base with Arenado, could have had a solid left fielder, right fielder in Bryce, who's a great at-bat, and you're going to go just sign Ohtani because Ohtani is one of the hottest players in baseball. Different positions, different times, different cap space. I get it. I'm just having a hard time accepting what we're going to have to shell out to get. And if it doesn't pan out, this could go down as one of the worst moves the Yankees have ever made.